Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at lots of crypto headlines, some really positive stuff, although the market is kind of having a bit of a turbulent time at the moment. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start on coin market cap. Now, the total market cap of all crypto is down an additional 1% since I did a video at 6 o'clock. Today, it's down 2.14% for the total market cap, now standing at $1.12 trillion. And Bitcoin is at 23,327.89, and that is down 2.43% in the last 24 hours and 1.34 in the last 7 days. Ethereum at 1,842.52, down 1.73% for the day, but up 1.14% on the 7 days. So Ethereum holding steady. Now it's obviously because the upgrade is coming, right? So maybe Ethereum's a good opportunity to get in before the upgrade, but I do believe that it's a sell the news event. We've seen these before with the likes of Cardano and many other projects. When they have an upgrade, everyone misunderstands how bullish it actually is. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to watch and see how this one plays out. So let's go to the first really bullish article, and this is basically Cardano's Djed stablecoin scores another partnership ahead of launch. So I think this is a really big deal. They have partnered with 𝗕𝗙𝗪𝗪, which is a DEX. You would have seen the breaking news that we put out on Twitter. So it is great if you follow us on Twitter in the Discord, because you will know about this stuff much earlier on, particularly with some of the bigger updates. If it's a big update, sometimes the market shifts or moves, and if you can get ahead of the curve, through basically the notifications in our Discord, for example, then you may be able to make some additional money in the crypto space. So definitely worth jumping into the Discord. Link is in the description. It's absolutely free to join. And you will be there with over 4,000 people, and you'll be able to talk crypto 24/7, because that's basically what happens there. There's just loads going on. We've partnered with a VC firm as well, offering private sales, all sorts of different things going on in the Discord. It's definitely worth jumping in. Let's move on to the next piece of news. So I think that was really bullish for Cardano. The next one is really bullish for the whole market, and I think this gives us a sense of how early we are in this space. And I think Google investing 1.5 billion in crypto companies, at least that's how the data has revealed it. This is just huge. Goes to show how early we are. And one thing that I would say is they are not the only one. Just have a look at Meta. I mean, they've invested an awful lot of money in sort of the metaverse aspects of crypto or blockchain technology is probably the best way to articulate it. So they're not the only company, but this is a big sign how early we are. And it also shows a lot of adoption. Now, there are influencers out there, that are looking at the market cap of crypto and talking about where was all of this adoption. Like, you can't really see that in the total value locked. It's a calculation. It isn't real money. So for me, the adoption is in Google and Meta and all these big companies purchasing companies within the space. I think that is a very big sign of how early we are and what's to lie ahead. Really exciting for me. This, I think, is huge news, and it's probably not going to get as much of a mention as perhaps what it should do. And in a more bullish scenario, when we haven't got all these issues around all the economies around the world, I think that this would be news that moves the market. But I just think the current financial landscape around the world is probably not going to see that happen. So moving on, and we've got another, again, I think this is bullish. We recently talked about the US, passing bills or basically giving some guidance on banks being able to utilize cryptocurrencies. And we're seeing something very similar. I did mention on that video that I thought this was going to be a bit of a domino effect, and we're going to start to see other governments and banks start to be able to get involved in cryptocurrencies around the world. So, a few days later, and here we are, right? It's almost like we have that crystal ball. UK crypto industry welcomes new stablecoin rules. Now, this is a bill that they're looking to pass. It hasn't been passed yet, but we've got some intel, some insiders, as the likes of BitBoy would say, when it comes to the UK government now. And there is really bullish movement within the UK government in sort of progressing some of the cryptocurrency rules, regulations, and guidance. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this bill get passed. The only issue and concerns that are being flagged in this article is the fact that they don't know how it's going to be interpreted and what it actually looks like right now. So this is in its infancy, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. And ultimately, the UK is looking to also be a hub for blockchain technology. They've done a lot of damage to this government so far when it comes to harbouring the adoption of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. A lot of UK companies have gone abroad. And perhaps that shouldn't have ever been the case. And if the UK want to keep up and still be like one of the big powers around the world, then my thought process would be that they need to get a lot of these things passed. So again, it can be that hub for blockchain technology. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on these pieces of news that we've covered. I think these are really, really bullish, but I do want to again, just look at both sides. So I think, there's lots of really positive articles in the media, but then there are the likes of Michael Burry predicting that tech stocks are going to crash. I believe he sold off an awful lot of his portfolio. And for me, this would not be a good thing for the crypto space if what he's articulating is actually going to come to fruition. Now, it is quite aligned to my thought process, and remember, and I say this because I want people to be successful in the space. I don't want people losing money. I want people to build generational level wealth. So just know, when I talk about the bottom's not in, and I talk about the fact that I think we're going to see lower lows, I am basing this on events, real world events that are happening that will potentially and most likely impact the crypto space, right? Because crypto is still seen as a risk asset. So, look, there's a lot going on in China. You're starting to hear about it now. You probably heard about it here first. There's very few people that were talking about it a few weeks back when I was highlighting it to you. But it's starting to be seen more and more. You're starting to see a lot of the bigger crypto stock analysts, technical analysis individuals, influencers is probably what I would say. You see them on the news. They've got their own channels, and they're on a lot of the US financial channels, are now starting to say that you could expect lower lows. Nobody really knows. I've put that crystal ball away from the previous video. No one really knows where we're going, but you just have to look at the bigger picture and look at the things that are happening in China, look at things that are happening in Europe, and just realize that actually the landscape financially is not looking healthy right now. And it's just a ticking time bomb. The governments and all these various different political bodies are potentially doing stuff that's only slowing the inevitable down. So, for me, any time between September and December, I expect the markets to pull back. That doesn't mean that you can't play in the markets now, or you shouldn't play in the markets now. I'm not a financial advisor. It's just my opinion. There's still money to be made, right? But, I've got a sizable sum of money on the sidelines for when the prices do pull back, and there is orders in place for Bitcoin at like 17,000, 16,000, 15,000, 14,000, $13,000. And if these prices come in, then I'm going to be scooping up an awful lot of Bitcoin. So look, these are my thoughts. I just, I think people were in the comments starting to believe that we're inaccurate in what we're putting out here. Look, we're just putting out things that we see, that we know will impact the markets, and then you guys are well informed, and you can make your own financial decisions based on the information that's placed in front of you. We're not very how can I put it, we're not going to mislead people with bullish sentiment when really there is no signs of any bullishness in the market right now, apart from obviously the Ethereum merge. And I've told you my thoughts and opinions on that Sell the News event. Right, I hope today's video was useful. Lots of really bullish stuff actually happening in the space. For me, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, it is the future. It's going to do amazing. If you're a hodler, great, scoop up, some additional crypto at, bargain bucket prices. But with all that said, just, make sure that you're not over leveraged, and make sure that you're, not investing more than you're willing to lose. All of the usual risk tolerances, make sure that you've got good risk management in place, and all that wonderful stuff. Not financial advice, it's just my opinion. I want you to all be successful in this space. So if you enjoyed today's video, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.